Welcome back. I'm back here in the kitchen with Danny and Eric Hernandez from El Charolais to learn how to make guacamole, and I'm going to let you say the drink.
It's a cantarito.
Yes, you say it much better than I do. And of course, we're celebrating Cinco de Mayo here, so let's go ahead and get started. We are making some guacamole, and I'm going to let him show you how he cuts this because it is so fast how he cuts this avocado. But obviously, you start with avocados for guacamole. Then what's next?
Then the Holy Trinity, the tomatoes, onions, jalapenos, and cilantro. The reason I say Holy Trinity because it's the red, the white, and the green, the Mexican flag, and it typically makes up a lot of our dishes, you know.
Yes, and so obviously we know that the jalapeno brings a little bit of spice, but could you add other things, or is it best to just stick to the tradition?
You could add, and you could take, if you don't, some people don't like, you know, spiciness, they don't have to add jalapenos. A lot of people don't like tomatoes. You can add whatever you want. If you just want to do onions and a little salt and lime, you're good to go. If you don't like lime, it's really your preference on how you want to make it and how you kind of like it. But typically, this is just how we kind of serve it at El Charolais.
And I know that this is a table side style. So what makes this different than other guacamole?
Well, other guacamole, like we pretty much prep it in the morning, and it's kind of like really blended up, and we kind of have it for all day. This is kind of made from scratch at the moment. If your server is not too busy, they can take it to the table and make it, you know, from scratch at your table side. That way you can tell them, hey, a little extra this, a little that. I don't want none of that. And it's kind of fun, you know, watching them make your guacamole right there in your face.
Yes, and I see that you have lime and orange here. Do you use both of those or just the lime?
You can use oranges if you want to use oranges. Typically, we just kind of had the slice of orange over there for the cantarito, just kind of make everything look pretty and colorful.
Hey, yeah, you never know. You always want to ask. Well, this looks so good, and of course, this is good to serve on chips, good for tacos. What else would you suggest serving this with?
Like you said, tacos, chips, pretty much anything. I mean, I like on chicharrones. If you guys see it, you can go viral on TikTok and everything. A lot of people like the chicharrones with guacamole. I mean, to your liking, you know, whatever you want to use it for, whatever you want to eat it with.
And what's great about the table side is that you can kind of make it as mixed up as you want or as chunky as you want.
Yep. So that is the best part. To your liking, like I said, you know, they can kind of start directing us. I have enough salt or a little extra salt, you know. However they please. What
a great party dish. Well, of course, any good party has a great drink. So let's talk about what you have here.
We got a cantarito. It's pretty much just like a fruity drink, you know, with some tequila. You can't go wrong with tequila and a grapefruit soda.
You're absolutely right.
We got a little bit of pineapple juice to kind of sweeten it up a little bit, sweeten up the life a little bit. Some tequila, and then we got some orange curacao. It typically takes one whole, you know, ounce and a half of tequila. So this is already measured out really nicely. So we'll go ahead and put that bad boy in there. If there's any little drops, I'll save it for me for later.
And again, these recipes are online. So if you don't have, you know, the cute little bottles, it's okay.
And typically we just do half of a shot. So I'll just kind of do a little dump in there. We'll do a little more.
Yeah. Hey, it's for TV, right?
Yeah.
Got to make it look good. And everything that you use is typically fresh, right?
Yes,
the fresh juice, everything.
Yeah, that's one reason why a lot of people like to go to Charolais, because a lot of our drinks are hand, you know, made, hand squeezed, everything. So it takes a little bit, but you know, it's well worth it once you know you kind of get your drink, because it is nice and good and fresh.
All right, so about half of an orange.
Half of an orange.
And then how much of a lime?
Half of a lime.
Okay. That's a very handy little gadget you got there.
Oh yeah, now let's just kind of mix it up a little bit. All right, oops, got a little. All right. We're just gonna put that bad boy in there.
Okay.
Then we're gonna top it off with some good old-fashioned Squirt, some grapefruit soda. You can use any kind of grapefruit soda. We just brought Squirt today.
So, and this is the traditional Mexican style, right?
I don't want to say traditional Mexican style. I want to say it is traditionally something like this. I want to say it's the closest thing to authentic that you will find out here in East Tennessee.
Okay, okay. I noticed that this is in the glass bottle, and of course, you know, soda in a glass bottle is always better than out of a can. And what is on the rim?
The rim is tahini. It's kind of like a chili powder mix and stuff to kind of give it that nice little zesty saltiness whenever you take that drink, and it's really fruity and sweet, so it's best of both worlds.
Well, that sounds so delicious. Well, I can't wait to come back in the kitchen. I don't know if you'll see me on the desk in a little bit. I might be over here eating instead.